September 15th, Power Within. While flying back to Chicago from Upper New York via New York City, we had to stay in our holding pattern over Kennedy Airport for more than an hour. When the stewardess announced that we would be landing an hour late, a man across the aisle shouted, "Bring out the booze!" This was his only resource when things were going against him. All of nature depends on hidden resources. The great trees send their roots down into the earth to draw up water and minerals. Rivers have their sources in the snow-capped mountains. The most important part of a tree is the part you cannot see, the root system, and the most important part of the Christian's life is the part that only God sees. Unless we draw upon the deep resources of God by faith, we fail against the pressures of life. Paul depended on the power of Christ at work in his life. "I can through Christ" was Paul's motto, and it can be our motto too. "I am ready for anything through the strength of the one who lives within me," is the way J.B. Phillips translates Philippians chapter 4 verses 13. The Living Bible puts it this way: "I can do everything God asks me to with the help of Christ who gives me the strength and power." No matter which translation you prefer, they all say the same thing. The Christian has all the power within that he needs to be adequate for the demands of life. We need only release this power by faith. A verse to live by, Galatians chapter 2 verses 20. "I have been crucified with Christ, and it is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and delivered himself up for me." Read Isaiah chapter 40 verses 29 to 31, 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verses 19, Ephesians chapter 1 verses 19, Philippians chapter 1 verses 6, verse 21, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verses 12. Select a verse in today's reading, memorize it, and act upon it. Amen.